is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
first carry for James Conner. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 17 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To throw is Murray. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Conner will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Huge, huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's the option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd and goal, Allen, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. On play action, Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen.
They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
21-0 our score after 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To the air, Allen. And his pass incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 16.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is caught. A big first down on the fake punt. What a call. 16 yards.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. Oh, able to avoid him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown!
Justin Ross.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
The Cardinals hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second and 9.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Here's Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. First down, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead.
Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Bills.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
Allen off the play fake. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Bills on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 36, Murray.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They run behind center with Conner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Conner. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off a play. Like that, a nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Cardinals
Cards are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd down and goal. Murray, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
14 yards that time for number 14.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From just shy of midfield, Allen going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Allen's throw is complete, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
And again, it's Allen. Steps away to his left.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Being chased out left. Toward the pylon. Caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Khalil Shakir
from 10 yards out.
And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space here. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Murray from midfield. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one
through. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start with an AFC East matchup. The New York Jets taking on New England in Foxborough. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Gabriel Davis, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Diggs with a good footwork.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the gun, it's Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Allen.
This is Ross making a great play. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Cook up the gut.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Allen dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bills get a bit closer.
Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. But it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle here to Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Connor up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
97 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
On 2nd and 9. Murray escaping the pressure right.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And the Bills getting set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They start the drive with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56.
To throw, it's Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right. Brandon, this defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from going up by 30. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. And here come the Bills. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. This one swung out to Vaughn. Yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Let's go. Hey, 25 to the mic. We go 25 to the mic.
Now Allen again. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Here we go, back, 45, white.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's McBride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Dallas. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DJ Dallas with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cards are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
56. Here we go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
56. 56. Check 56.
Now Allen.
That'll be dumped off to Vaughn, complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Allen going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, they'll throw with Allen.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Throwing on first down is Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
On 2nd and goal. Allen, and this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Down, yellow, 22. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Ready, go.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Ready, 45, 1. Here we go. Tiny's wrinkle, Tiny's on the wrinkle.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cards, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.